skip ahead in the video. So firstly, if you don't have that information, please follow along. We start with Google Chrome, and we click the triple dots up here and click on New Incognito Window. Now we go to google.com.au and we click on Sign In. If you don't have the sign in for the red easterfamfest@gmail.com email address, please contact the festival president to get that. Or someone else in charge who will be able to give you that password as well. Now that we're logged into the Google account for the Easter Festival, we click the square with the dots and click Drive. Now we click the arrow here, there, and there, and we click on the 2019 or the current year that you're in, the folder for that one. Then scroll down to passwords and logins, double click, and right click on this document and left click download. That'll give us the username and password for the Easter Festival Volunteers Registration website. So now we've got that username and password, we'll go to the Volunteers Registration. We'll go to the Volunteers Registration login page, which is here. And there's the website up the top there. And you enter the login details that you got from the Word document. Now we click Components, then RS Form Pro, then Manage Forms, because we're going to manage the forms that send out the emails to the volunteers. All right, now we've only got one volunteer registration page, and this is the volunteer registration page on the internet that we're going to be managing, which is the Easter Festival Volunteers Registration. So we can manage everything to do with this registration page back on this form here. Okay. So we're in the Manage Form section, and we click on the Legendary Volunteer Registration form, because that's the name of this form here. All right, so in here we can actually modify the whole form. Anything we can add it. We can change the name of the first name. We can change anything on this form in here. We can change names of all the different categories, fields that people have to fill in. So firstly, what we're going to do, assuming that we're coming to do this in 2020, we'll scroll to the bottom here. First thing we do is we want to modify this form here, because it says, this field, because it says here 2019. So we'll click Edit. And so what you want to do is just change that to 2020. Okay. You can change the wording if you like, but pretty much you don't have to, because it's all set up in a very easy way. So we'll click close for the moment, but normally you would click save. Okay, so that would change that to 2020. Next section we should modify is the form properties field right here. Then we click on form info. All right, now you can change the name of the title. So if you don't like that it's called Legendary Volunteer Registration, you can change it to whatever you want it to be. Whatever you like to call it. Down a bit further. Now this here, form name, obviously you want to change this to 2020. Okay. And we go down a bit further. Next thing we need to change is this here. Edit the thank you message. All right, so this is the email that the volunteers receive after they've finished registering. So this here, thank you. Okay, 2018. So this should obviously be 2019 actually at the moment. So I'll just change that. We look forward to seeing you 2019, and that's really the only things that we need to change there. So we'll click make those changes and save and close. All right, that's what we've got here. Everything there is fine. Nothing else needs to be changed in that section. So we'll go back up to the top, and now we'll click on user email. So this is the email address that sends out the confirmation messages via email. This is where the volunteers need to reply to, They need to reply to this email if they're wanting to get back in contact with us. Here we've got people who are blind carbon copied in on the message. Now, if someone, at the moment, I'm Brett Saunders and I'm managing the submissions, but if you like blind carbon copies to come into anyone else, you just put them in here and put a comma with a space in between each person you're wanting to receive copies of the registrations as they come in. Now, we obviously next year you want to change this to 2020. Okay, and we want to edit the email text as well. All right, in here, this here, please don't change this. This is the value which has been set up to make sure that when it says dear such and such, it'll say dear the name of the first name of the person. So please don't modify anything. Really, all you need to modify is just these things here. So 2020. We'll scroll down a bit further. All of this information in this table, they're all values which have been put in there. Please don't change any of this, otherwise you're going to mess it up. So make sure you leave all that they're the same. Again, here Easter Monday next year on 2020 is going to be the 13th of April 2020. So we change that. Everything else really can stay the same. And we'll keep scrolling down. And again, down here, 2020. Here we go. and everything else it should not be changed. So what you would normally do is you click Save and Close, but because I'm just giving you a demonstration, I'll just click Cancel. When you're back to here, that's it. That's everything you need to do. So that makes sure that the people will receive their confirmation. Oh, on this page, you need to click Save as well. Save and Close, sorry, to make sure that it saves these things that you've changed in this area. So once you do click Save and Close, it'll take you back, and that will be everything finished. In this case, I'll just click Cancel. So that is how you manage the emails and the volunteer registration form if you need to make any changes to them. So please email brettsaunders@gmail.com if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to provide you help. Thank you so much for making these changes, updating this each year, so that we can get all the volunteers in that we need to run this fantastic event where we're reaching people for Jesus. So God bless you, and thank you for watching.